is up. Okay, let me pause this music. Wait. Do this. Alright, but this is some of my favorite moments in the game. I think we did end up... Yeah, we ended up losing this set. But...
Whip the throw.
Pineapple and...
Oh, that was so close. Right, expectations were too... I don't know. I don't know.
Yo, that Shiro.
I would assume they would have measured expectations, but I don't know how it was sold by the team to the higher ups.
I don't think it's in time, is it? Yeah, the parry. Nice punish.
Oh my god. Also, for the slams, so as for reference, I think I've done 3 J-Jam slams for Street Fighter, and then 1 for 2xKO. I will say 2xKO is by far the most fun. By far. I think everybody that's participated in a slam would agree that the 2xKO slams were by far the most fun. To go to hell for the 100% damage head, that shit is getting used, and it has auto revive on it, so it's actually fucking useful. It's great.
SK. Got a lot of work.
Man.
Oh no, the pickup. Okay, another chance.
I think, yeah, we played next. I remember because I used default Ari back then, because she didn't have a lot of skins. You thought 2xKO was making money? Oh, it was making money. It's just the amount of it's about profit, right? The game was running at a loss. They were like they were bringing in revenue. That doesn't necessarily make it profit.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look, it's Huntress's baby Ari, where I knew like one combo.
He has like a great way of getting in with the assist from Teemo. Great blocking, but didn't see the throw coming. Ooh,
yo, I got shit on here. Rotating shot, seeing your Akali skin means you're just gonna wait.
And still gets a pickup with the combo on a
I mean, I guess in a sense that's true. I kind of don't like the rotating shop either, but I don't know. I just log in and buy the skin when I want it. But it's a little privileged for me to say that because I can just buy it on launch if I want it. So it's again, I know that's a bit of a privileged take, but I guess I never had that problem except for the Caitlyn skin, so I logged in for a month straight, and then I got it on like the 30th day, so it's all good.
Right. Trying to be a good scout here, okay?
Oh yeah, it was this one! This was crazy. I found it, I fucking found it.
Jump back 𝐂𝐄𝐎.
Watch this, bro.
Oh, just a classic. Oh, take throw. Wait a minute, still alive. Yo, in the air.
I read that fucking air fireball too, bro. I jumped backwards just so it wouldn't hit me.
So Huntress does gotta make it happen.
12 seconds on the clock. Nice. I baited out the assist and everything.
The air dash. Fury burst.
And did this to pause the screen? Air throw. Level 1. Oh my god. This was easily my favorite comeback I've ever done like on stream.
Getting the Fury Burst and the win is insane right there.
That was that's one of my favorite memories. That and I think like earlier.
Didn't make it by. That was a good try.
I don't think it's on this VOD, it might be on Diaphone's channel, but we had a really nice... I think we 2xKO'd this team twice. We ended up losing this set, so we're out of the tournament, unfortunately, but... huge shout outs to everyone that was on my team. Yes, even the guy you guys may not like. They were a great teammate, regardless of their personal decisions that I do not endorse. But for the purposes of this event, Sykkuno was an amazing teammate. Huge shout outs to 𝐂𝐄𝐎, huge shout outs to Shiro, huge shout outs to Diaphone. Man, we had so much stacked against us that tournament. Diaphone didn't get back until like the second day. They got back on the day of for the first round robin, and then when we had like an hour to practice together for the second round robin, and after that we only had 1 more hour after that, and then we headed into finals. Meanwhile, like other teams are playing 8 hours a day with their coach, and we're just we did so much. Mystic Smash helped us throughout the whole thing. Oh, it's crazy. 𝐂𝐄𝐎, it was such a good comeback, bro. My heart was beating so fast. I'm happy it was on A, it was in tournament. B, It felt really good, especially because I was working with my friend Nitro. You guys might know him from, I guess, DBFZ or 𝐂𝐿𝐿. He also is a really good Strive player as well. Actually, he's probably more known for Strive these days. But I asked him for help because this is my first tag fighter, and he gave me a lot of really helpful advice. And so one of the things he told me was that for this game specifically, you should use your level 1 and just pause the screen so you can just take in your surroundings and react to whatever your opponent does. So I did it and ended up winning us the round, so that was pretty sick. Went to get milk and didn't come back. No, he was out because there was a Fatal Fury event or something on the other side of the world. So yeah, huge shout outs to Mystic. Mystic helped us so much. Picked up he also plays 𝐿𝐿, so he imitated the way that 𝐿𝐿 plays 𝐿𝐿. He picked up 𝐂𝐄𝐎 a little bit to help Shiro practice for that specifically. He quit his job. 𝐿𝐿 did quit his job to play 2𝐂𝐄𝐎. However, he gets enough money, I think, these days. But 𝐿𝐿 did live. I roughly know his salary. We've discussed it a few times. It was a pretty good job, but 𝐿𝐿 has so much experience. If he wants to go back and find something else, he can find something else. He's a very, very, very smart and super disciplined individual. I think any company would be insane to turn him down. That's just me personally, so. If he goes looking for a new job, hopefully he'll get one soon, but I have no doubts that he'll get a really, really good job. Well, he's an awesome guy to work with. So, yeah. But anyways, that's one of the awesome things about 2𝐂𝐄𝐎. I think the feeling of like teaming up with someone is just awesome. You guys might have seen too, Cosmonaut Marcus showed up to CEO randomly. And then that motherfucker doesn't play that much 2𝐂𝐄𝐎. So instead of bursting his teammate out when his teammate started getting combos, he took out his phone and started recording him getting combo. That shit was hilarious. In bracket, by the way. Oh. That shit was hella funny. Yeah, I think one of the mistakes for this game, Surfer Kai, was that they should have had the find a duo option on launch. That should have been on launch. It's super fun and it's a very unique experience to 2𝐂𝐄𝐎. Like popping off with your friend is really nice. Your friend clutching up is amazing. Or when your friend does a random ass assist and happens to interrupt your opponent, and then it's your turn and you get the kill. It's really cool. Or in this case of Sonic Fox, 𝐿𝐿, or any kind of practice duo, I think 𝐂𝐿𝐿 and his partner as well. Like, they were putting belt to ass as duos. They were really, really, really awesome. Lid is actually someone, if Lid kept playing the game, I would have loved to see Lid as a coach for this game. You might know 𝐂𝐿𝐿 from, if you're from a French bread gamer, you might know him from Type Lumina or Melty Blood and Muni, but he also is really good at this game. Him and Sonic Fox, I think, were the only... Sonic Fox, 𝐿𝐿, 𝐂𝐿𝐿, and his partner. I think they were the only duos in top 500. Yo, what's good, Blackstar? 2v2 later instead of scrapping the game? Ooh, I think there's a lot of things they could have done. I will say something that a lot of people, and me and Shiro, I think we can say this now that the game is over. Something me and Shiro have always thought is, if they want to make this an accessible fighting game, why the fuck did they make a tag fighter? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, 2𝐂𝐄𝐎 is not an easy game. Inputs be damned. I don't think inputs make a game harder or easier if it has motion inputs, okay? I'm sick of that nonsense. Like, if the game had motion inputs, I think it should have had the option for motion inputs, so that you could, kind of like how 𝐂𝐿 does it, it should have had the option for motion inputs just to help free up some of the button space. But I don't think that makes a difference on how, like, just because the game has simple inputs doesn't mean it's easy to combo. If you've played 2𝐂𝐄𝐎, you would know and understand that. There are some pretty difficult combos in 2𝐂𝐄𝐎, irregardless of doing a quarter circle or not. A lot of the redesigns they did. See, I actually never played League Legion, right? So I don't know. But I liked all the characters and 𝐂𝐄𝐎, something I think the game did really well is that every single character added felt unique. I don't have an attachment. Yo, what's good, Patchworks? I don't have an attachment to League. I've never played League of Legends. I've never watched Arcade. I've never played Valorant. I don't know what else they do. I don't know what else they do, but I've never done any of that, and so I came into 2XQ very, I guess, fresh or naive, however you may take it. But I liked every character they added. Personally, I thought every single character added felt really fresh. It's not like Street Fighter 6, where sometimes I'm like, this is a little show to leave, but I mean, it's still a good addition to the game. I legit personally felt like every character was a very unique addition. Like, Senna is very unique in comparison to like 𝐂𝐿, who's very unique. 𝐿𝑎𝑜 is super unique. Caitlyn is super unique. So I think that's something they always did really, really, really well. Okay. Let's see. So let's go ahead and go through this. Alright, 2SKU active development will end in December 2026. And so I think the team is mostly done. Most of them are probably moving on to different jobs very soon. The layouts of those, I actually don't think that's the case, placeholder. Because most live action games, that's actually normal, believe it or not. Or I'm sorry, not live action. Live service. Live service games. No, that would be crazy, having cosplayers just fucking 1v1 each other in an arena. Anyways. I think most live service games, it's like that. Oh, is it loud? Hang on. Okay, this might be better. But live service games are like that. Like, if you're familiar with Marvel Rivals, within 2 weeks after that game launched, they laid off the entire NA division. So, and I think most people would consider Marvel Rivals a success, right? I think that's generally the sentiment. But it's anytime you launch a product, like a live service product, yeah. You either like move them around or you lay them off after launch. Because after you launch a product, you only need a certain amount of people to maintain it, and then you kind of drip feed content after that, right? Like, you don't have to put 30 characters on launch or like 15 characters on launch or anything. Instead, making another 15 characters will happen over the next 3 to 4 years. So you go forward with a really small team so that you minimize the cost to maintain the product and introduce new drip feed new content. So that's fairly common. Played 2SKU for a while. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have an Avatar addiction at the moment. I'm really bad at it, but Avatar is probably my favorite show of all time. It means a lot to me. So it's not that I don't like 2SKU. I'll probably hop on if, especially if they do another slam or if somebody else asks me to. And I'm definitely trying out Lux and Samira. Is it gonna be my main game? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. FF14, would they get a second life? FF14 is a very rare case of being backed by a billion-dollar company that was willing to take a chance and invest. Locked in economics? Yeah, it's just, I guess now that I do finances for big companies and stuff, and I get to see the back end financially, for a lot of things, some corporate decisions make more sense. I still do think this is I don't want to say ridiculous, but I do think they probably never planned on keeping 2SKU active unless it happened to blow up. Right, it didn't have a Yoshi P? No, but they did have GC Yoshi, my goat. To have a life? Yeah, it just happens. So 2SKU was agreed upon by the previous CEO, and the new CEO seems to not really want to take too many risks and expand into other genres, I think. They kind of want to just take what they have and milk it, which is, you know, it's a different strategy. I don't know. I also don't think fighting games are exactly profitable enough to keep running the expensive servers. 𝐂𝐄𝐎 today? I should have called you 𝐂𝐄𝐎 in Rex stream earlier, but I was working and I said, this guy can live. He might be worse Ari and nah, bro, nah. So, I think most people have read this chat, but I'll go ahead and fast read it. Well, if 500, 200 whales wasn't gonna work. So that actually does work. Like some MMOs, Pilcrow, run with a quote-unquote skeleton crew like that, but they resort to tactics that are a bit unethical. Like, I won't say unethical, but gamba tactics that milk a lot of money out of you. I say this because I have about 40k, 50k hours in Vindictus, something in between there. And I've played Vindictus for over 15, it's been a long time, like 15-ish years. So, like, I've seen the game at its peak, and I've seen the game with the skeleton crew as of the last few years. And the way they do it is they have an absurd amount of gacha that is absurdly expensive. It does keep the servers running. It's a little unethical. I don't think Riot wanted to do that. That made almost 4 mil? Yeah. People are happy that the game is dead. People will always be happy that your game is dead. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Street Fighter 6 could die. They could end live action, or I'm sorry, I keep saying live action. Like, Street Fighter 6 could end live service tomorrow, and half the posts tomorrow would be, oh, thank God, no more throw loop slop, yada yada, the game was stale as fuck anyways. Embrace Avatar, you know, some shit. It's gonna happen. Like, if you guys think 2𝐂𝐄𝐎, if you guys think 2𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐎 hate is bad, I'm a DOA player, okay? I played DOA for like over 10 years. Believe me, 2𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐎 and the hate 2𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐎 gets is nothing in comparison. I promise you. DOA is like bottom of the barrel. I've been told that I'm against women's rights for playing DOA. The hate with like people hating on your game, trust me, bro. Tekken doesn't get that much hate either. The DOA is probably the worst, so I think out of all the games I've played, that's been the one that's the most hated, by far. Like, I've had other women come up to me and tell me that, like, I'm against women's rights. I've had people say it's like, wannabe Tekken. I've been told everything in regards to playing DOA. No one cares about DOA? That's their fault, honestly. Because DOA 6 is so bad, and that's the problem. I think when people don't care about a game, they don't hate on it, and the game gets no traction, and it dies. A good example of this is Rumble Roses. Rumble Roses is dead because people didn't care enough about it, unfortunately. That's an actual game that died out of, people not caring, unfortunately. So, what they stated that their strategy was to earn the trust of lots of core fighting game players and then grow into a larger player base with more features and content came online. And they also went to this project knowing from the start that free-to-play comes with a minimum player requirement to support these ambitions. The problem with this, I think, is that you made a tag fighter. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. What's up, Orson? How you doing? I actually don't like this strategy. I think this worked a little bit for like Street Fighter 6. This doesn't necessarily work for tag fighters. Mainly because I think tag fighters are very difficult to get into. It's really easy for Street Fighter to see what you're doing wrong. As in, okay, I didn't anti-air here. Okay, my combo here didn't do enough damage. Oh, this is unsafe. I should have hit him here. When it comes to a tag game, it can be kind of difficult to know how you lost. There's a lot of shit on the screen. You've got freestyle tag in the game, there's double down, there's 2x assist, etc. And I think people also have very interesting, like, I don't know what's a nice way to say it. They have interesting thoughts. RIP 𝐂𝐿? Wait, why RIP 𝐂𝐿? You don't think there's gonna be another tag fighter to give it competition? And fighters in general don't do that? Yeah, exactly. But, so I was scrolling Instagram and I almost never get gaming shit on my feed, but I actually got 2𝐂𝐂𝐄𝐎 news and I looked at the comments and a lot of the upvoted comments actually were that they said that pulse combo was OP and it made the game unfun. And that same person said that the game sucked because it didn't have motion inputs, and they're old school and they only like games with motion inputs and DP inputs. I then went to their linked Twitch, and they're in silver for this game. So, I don't really, like, I don't know a nice way to say this, but, it's a, nah, they weren't plat, they were silver. I checked it, because I had to look at the difference and make sure I wasn't seeing things. It's a little weird in that case, but I am a big proponent of that. They should have had 2 modes. Like, just as you can toggle pulse on and off, I think you should have been able to toggle motion inputs on and off. Why? Why do I think this? A, it would shut those people up and they could just sit there and accept that they suck at the game. B, I think it opens up the game to people that prefer not to use motion inputs. Even though most of the games I play have motion inputs, I actually prefer the control scheme of 2xKO. A big reason for that is that I cannot stand current generation input readers. I don't know why input readers at the moment all are just dog shit. Fatal Fury's input reader is dog shit. Street Fighter 6's is dog shit. 𝐂𝐿 is also not good either. Like, it's just so sticky and they hold the input for so long. So, by 2xKO not having motion inputs, I do dodge that, which is really nice. And for 𝐂𝐿, you can also do the simple inputs, which is really nice as well. So that's what I think they could have done. Just something to toggle it on and off. That way everybody's happy. Me personally, I think that would have been a good idea. You mash assist, it's like, bro. Yeah, I don't know. 𝐂𝐿 is kind of... I need to play it more. It felt a bit odd to me, but I think I just need to play it more. If they can't input a DP, you know what's so funny, Pilcrow? I actually have dodged my character having a DP input. Because in Strive, I play Anji, who doesn't have a DP input, and before Strive, I played a lot of plus R, and I play plus R Anji, and he does have the command throw that is the DP input, but you use it at the end of combos and shit. You don't really use it as an anti-air unless, I don't know, you're just shitting on somebody and you do a super hard read. So, and then after that, I played DNF Duel, but I had simple inputs for DP, so I just did the simple input. And then after that, I played Street Fighter, and I played Chun-Li, which has a 2-2 input for her DP. And then I played 2xKO, and then I played 𝐂𝐿, and I've just been ducking the DP input. If I play more 𝐂𝐿 though, I'll probably have to get used to the DP input. Unfortunate it never came. Why do you... Okay. Do you guys just not like Smash Bros? And it got worse with 5 as it kept oversimplifying input reads. Street Fighter 6 is the only Street Fighter I've ever played, so I don't have anything to base it off of placeholder. But I will say, I don't really think I ever had an issue. I played a lot of plus R, that's kind of what got me back into fighting games, because I had rollback. And my friends asked me to play it, and it was $3, and I said, fuck yeah, let's do it. But, yeah, I don't know. I never had an issue with plus R, and then even Strive, I don't really have that much of an issue with the input reader. But I play Anji, and he barely has inputs. So, again, that's kind of... that's kind of... you know, I guess I wouldn't feel it there, but ever since Street Fighter 6, I'm like, yo, why is everything so sticky? The simple inputs are fine for you, I see. I like Smash, personally. They're just satisfying on your hands. Me personally, I think GG should have gotten rid of the half circle forwards. I think that's a weird thing to keep in the game if you simplify everything else. The player counts? No, they didn't. Unless your system is ass. Yeah, okay, I haven't played Tekken since before 7, but the Tekkens that I've played, I never had an issue with the input reader from the old Tekken. Custom Blitzcrank art? Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. The nice thing is, I guess maybe they could appear in Arcane, but just as somebody, like, my fighting game is quote-unquote dead as well, Hu5, which is... I'm a huge DOA fan, I just don't like 6. Most of the community doesn't like DOA 6. That game was so bad it killed the series for over roughly a decade. I look back on it positively, and you never know what happened in the future. But DOA also had a gacha in the meantime to keep funding money into it to help fund DOA 7, so I don't know. But I look back on the memories I made with DOA super fondly, even though I don't like 6. Probably killed any hope? Yeah, I think that's my biggest takeaway. I think... I'm not a fan, personally, chat, of the DLC meta, if you will. I think characters being paid for kind of puts a financial incentive for every DLC character to be good. You see that in a lot of games, whether it be Strive, Street Fighter 6, just, you know, anything that's paid for. And it just makes the game really fucking expensive over time. Like Tekken 7 at the end of its lifespan was around $212, I think, if you got all of the characters plus the stages plus the base game and you didn't catch it on sale. Which you should wait for a sale, but you know, people just browsing through Steam Store because they happen to see like Tekken on Twitch and they're like, what the fuck? So never kicked you when you gain a middle ground? I see. Yeah, what's good, Jesse? How are you? Nobody wants to pay to lose? Yeah, exactly. Every character's released for free with a reasonable reward system? Yeah, I will say, Rivals is dealing with a different... How do I say this? They have similar monetization systems, and for this game, 2XKO in this game, you have $20 cosmetics that release the same time the character comes out, so... Yeah, it's fairly similar, honestly. Not sure what game to play now? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe MVC 3? That costs less than launch on its own, but you think it's fine? I actually hate the Season Pass concept. I think it makes DLC characters, they're never going to be bad unless they're a joke character, cough cough Bedman, RIP. And even that Bedman's not that bad. But I think when there's a financial incentive to make certain characters worth the money that people pay for it, as opposed to base game, I don't think that's good. I really don't. I'm not saying what the system we had before was better either, like with DOA 5, right? There's 3 editions of DOA 5. I think Street Fighter 4 has 2 or 3 versions. I think Street Fighter 5 might have a couple versions too. But 5 is a little different, but let's say Super Street Fighter 4, Ultra Super Street Fighter 4, etc. I'm not saying that's better, but I do think I don't like the way it is currently. It's really, really, really hard for me to tell my friends who they're like, oh my god, I saw Evo. Like, this game looks awesome. Let me try out Tekken 7. And then they go to Steam and they're like, why do I have to pay $200 for all the characters? And I could boot up Valorant and play whatever champion or agent or whatever it's called that I want. Right? Same with Overwatch. Same with Marvel Rivals. You know? So I am a huge proponent of the free-to-play system and I wish it worked. 2XKO? Yeah, 𝐂𝐄𝐎 said this publicly, so I think I can say it publicly too for the boys. None of the dev team, like the people that actually worked on the game, none of them had any say in the naming convention of 2XKO. They were just like, okay, our project L is ready. And then they got told, oh yeah, by the way, your game is gonna be called 2XKO. And they said, what the fuck? Like, that is like completely a separate... That is like a completely separate, like, division of Riot that did that. So, it really sucks. Yeah, so just like for anyone that's like, I also really don't like the name 2XKO that much. I don't hate it, but I don't like it, but again, that is actually not, like, the dev team had no fucking idea either. It would have been shot? I think that might have been the case, honestly. Yeah. Tencent really hates this game? I don't know if this is at the Riot level or Tencent level. I'm not sure how much Tencent influences Riot's decisions, despite being 100% owner. But yeah. And grow to be apathetic to it. I was like okay with 2XKO once I played the game, but I still also think that they could have called it... I really like the idea that I heard in Lotus's chat. One of his chatters recommended the name Legends of Runeterra, and you could abbreviate it to LOR. I guess maybe it would be confused with Lord of the Rings, but something along that line would be pretty cool. Or Fighters of Runeterra, Legends of Runeterra. I like Legends of Runeterra. Or I like Project L. That's just me, so. Third in Tencent Evo? Player numbers weren't small, Peony, but as somebody who logged in a lot of hours to 2XKO, I would say the player count, I think Diaphone said it's between Tekken 8 and Guilty Gear Strive. I would kind of agree with that. And I don't think that's enough to fund the super expensive servers they were paying for. 2KOX? Maybe. Legends of Runeterra is a digital card game that failed? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. But yeah, Fighters of Runeterra, Legends of Runeterra, or like... even League of Legends, the fighting game, would have been fine too. But the reason I kind of think this game... I don't want to say they were set up to fail, but I think... they kind of gave up on the game pretty fast, is I think the marketing for this game was dog shit. I'm gonna just say it. I think the marketing was really, really, really bad. And there's not really a nice way to say it. I think the marketing was horrible. And it's not the trailers that were bad. I think all the trailers are fine. The marketing was absolutely fucking abysmal. They wasted so much money and so much resources on random things. I don't know why we were paying people to write super long articles every week over nonsense. I do appreciate the open communication. That was awesome. Dev notes were also really good. Shout out to 𝐂𝐄𝐎, that's the GOAT. Always really good articles from them. Always really, really nice breakdowns and explanations of their thought processes on the patch. So this has nothing to do with them. Whoever ran the Twitter was obviously a Gen Zer, and they never typed in proper punctuation. It was very annoying to look at. They also never promoted events that well. Like Sage Slam as an event didn't promote that well, even though there's like 200k-ish eyes on the game. AT&T happened, and even though there were like, I think 400k-ish eyes on the game, 200k-ish eyes on the game, they didn't do a single post promoting it, and so it was really hard to find like where that was. I think the UI design was absolutely dog shit. 2xKO as a menu is hideous. It is the most bland, uninspired, boring menu I've seen in a long time, which sucks because it has so much amazing art for it. They release so much amazing promotional art for all of the skins that you never see in the game for the most part. And I don't know why that is. It could be that the back end is completely spaghetti and it's barely holding itself together, but that was such a strange decision for me. I think another really bad idea was the amount of alphas they had. I think Alpha Lab 1 was good. I think Alpha Lab 2, fucking terrible. Alpha Lab 3, good. The direction of the game kept switching, and I'm not sure why they could not have a solid direction for the game. And I talked to Shine about this, and he thinks that, like, with Street Fighter 6, right? When the Street Fighter 6 betas came out, everyone fucking hated DI as a mechanic. They were like, this is trash, get this shit out of the game. But Street Fighter 6 was like, nah, deal with this shit, this is our vision, and they released the game with it. And actually, Street Fighter 6 now is a better game with having DI in it. It shows that they were very Capcom has always been very confident in their product and what they want. Whether you like it or not is completely up to you. But Capcom is very, very confident in their vision for Street Fighter 6. Whether that's good or bad, again, up to you to decide. But it shows that they have a vision, they're sticking to it, they have a very clear vision. Whereas with 2xKO, they were bouncing back and forth. Also, Unbreakable, hello, thank you so much for the raid. How are you guys doing? How was your stream? They don't usually promote tournaments that have organized outside themselves. They carry it on to 2xKO because they're hoping to have their own tournaments. I don't think so. The reason why is because they had almost nothing set up outside of... they had almost nothing set up. Like, they don't have a weekly series running. They didn't have an online major running. They had none of that running. Instead, what they did is work with tournament organizers, whether that be people in locals or people with majors, and put in the big prize pools there. So, I don't think that's the case for this game. I really don't. They like the game as it is? Yeah, but even like when the game was launching, everyone told them to take out DI, and they didn't do it. I think with 2xKO, a big problem was that they kept changing the game too much. Competing divisions within development team? Yeah, I think maybe too many cooks in the kitchen and a lack of vision. Elena's really good now, actually. Mystic thinks Elena is like top 5, top 7-ish, and I'm not saying Mystic Smash's opinion is end-all be-all, but Mystic is actually very confident in Elena, and he just won World Warrior UK, so... Doesn't fuck up the team completely like Tekken 8 did? Yeah. No idea why? Yeah, I don't know why either, Kenpachi. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get that information. I don't think the team can speak on it either, so we can just speculate. Seems to be in a much better spot. Yeah, I think... I don't know Elena that well, I'll be 100% honest with you, Unbreakable. But... I don't know. Mystic told me he was really happy. And if Mystic's happy, I'm happy. So... Official invitational. They did have some invitationals. They had an invitational for duos only. And they had, I think, 7 different countries. And then they had two teams representing France since the event was held in France. So they did have a couple invitationals for it. I think there's a couple Red Bull events as well. That was really good. Like a pro tour. I think, like, I guess instead of a pro tour, they might have known it wouldn't last till the end of the pro tour. So that's why they did like 40k at each major. But yeah. Give her Mistfinder. If you want to play Guilty Gear, you can just play Guilty Gear. I think Elena is cool for being Elena. Undestroying Teamfight? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I think Teamfight was corny as shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sonic and Enzo, I know you guys like that shit. I'm so sorry. Teamfight was corny as hell. They shot it? I low-key, I understood why they shot that shit. It was low-key. I'm not saying it was OP, but it was corny as shit. I'm sorry, it was super corny. I do like the idea behind it, but the execution was like, ugh. Ugh. So, MVC wanted to know that shit was gonna be dumb. Honestly, this is the only tag game I've ever played outside of like doing a couple auto combos in BB tag, so I don't really know what MVC was like. So I don't really have anything else to go off of, but I guess I would say I'm like okay. I'm like, I always say this, I'm like the straight 50th percentile in my opinion, if not a little lower than that when it comes, or lower, I mean like a little worse. I'd say I'm like below average at games, and like from the perspective of like where I am, I thought Teamfight was kind of crazy. The existing mechanics, yeah, I like the idea behind it. It's just the execution wasn't good. I thought they would rebuff it over time, but they kind of didn't. And by the time they did, everybody went back to freestyle. So, and that's fine. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I like freestyle, but I did kind of like freestyle, especially with the nerfs they did to it and the little I played after that. I actually like what they did with it to help bring it more in line. I think the Juggernaut buffs are ridiculous though. Keep that shit ass. I'm so sorry. They should have kept Juggernaut dog shit. No, like they actually should have kept Juggernaut dog shit. Fucking somebody's gonna boot up 2xKO and then run into Juggernaut Blitzcrank or some shit. Oh boy. Not enough testing? Yeah, maybe. Number 1 Capcom Cup evolution? Nah, that's crazy. Comes to quite easy and very long, so you thought you were watching cutscenes? Were they easy? I don't know, maybe I'm just bad, but I didn't feel like combos were easy. I don't know, I didn't really think combos were easy, but again, maybe I'm just bad. 4 big body and 3 characters that use guns? I thought it was fine. I mean, I don't know. I guess the way I view 2xKO chat is a little different, just because it's my first tag fighter and I kind of play it like how I play Smash. I assume everybody brings their own weapon into a fight and we just start throwing down. I like... in a way less toxic than on launch. I think Juggernaut's still pretty weak. We didn't need to rebuff it though, is the thing. Like I think some things, personally, not everything needs to be viable in my opinion, Doof. And by viable, I mean like, okay. I'll give a good example. Like a lot of people, when they started Street Fighter 6, they played against Honda and they couldn't beat Honda, so they quit the game. That is the sentiment between a lot of casuals and why they didn't really play it past that. It's the same for Juggernaut. I think some things just shouldn't be good. And they should kind of be for when you're drunk and it's 3 AM at a party and somebody challenges you. And it should not be good outside of that, personally. 2022? I think it would have helped, boys, but I don't know the state of the game back then. Because a lot of the current team, I believe, has been on the game for like 2 to 3 years, and 2021, 2022 is a long time ago. So it's hard to say, like, what if for me, because I don't know the team, I don't know the state of the game back then, etc. 2018 probably? Maybe, yeah. Living was for the first time you never laughed more. Yeah, it's really funny because you can talk shit to your friend, and when your friend bursts wrong, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? How are you so ass? This is why you're still unemployed. This is why your parents are still talking to you about how disappointed they are in you every fucking day, dude. And that's shit like that, you know? And then that would have been funny. And Deadlock is still not fully released? You don't think the team wanted to release this game this early? Honestly, that's fair. I think the opposite, personally. I don't know. It's hard to say, because I don't know what went on. I also, to be honest, I don't code games, so I don't know. The game could have been completely spaghetti in an unplayable state. Maybe they didn't have servers set up. I don't know. But Deadlock's really good. The cool thing about Deadlock is I don't believe there's much competition to Deadlock, in that it's kind of like the new Smite, right? And it's I think a lot of the Smite player base has moved to Deadlock. It's really cool. I would say with this game there's more competition, if only because I think fighting game players, even tag players, tend to play single player games too, so you gotta compete with like Street Fighter, Tekken, etc. Whereas Smite players have just been looking for a new home for a while. Comedy friend swap? Yeah, it's just nice to hop in and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Maybe they just had to drop. It's kind of, oh, you know what's a good example of that shit? Fucking Final Fantasy 15. That was an absolute dog shit game, and there's no way they didn't know it was dog shit. But they had to drop that shit, because I think it spent 13 years in development. They said, we need to recoup some of the fucking costs for this today, otherwise our shareholders will pull out in the next quarter. I think it might have been something like that, but I know that's 100% probably the case for Final Fantasy 15, just the way that shit released. But I'm not entirely sure about 2𝐂𝐄𝐎. They had 10 years to make it 160 devs. It was more than that. I'm not gonna say how much. It's much more than that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. FF15 actually, as much as people like criticize this game's lifespan, fucking FF15, if you guys played that story, oh my god, that was such a mess. There's still things I like about FF15 actually that I don't think the game gets credit for, but holy shit. You can tell by the story, that game was a fucking mess. A long time is unreasonable. Nomura's 15 though, to be completely honest, is because he kept getting moving around. He spent like 3 years on it, and then they moved him to a different project, and then they moved him to a different project. So it wasn't his choice, from what I understand, to move it around. And I think he stated that no matter what, he wants, like, even if he's gonna have to put fucking Noctis and Stella in Kingdom Hearts, and there's gonna have to be Goofy and Donald in it, he's gonna make FF13 versus happen. So MMO be cooked. I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, Trillium, I think MMOs in general right now are cooked. But it's a good, I don't know. If they do it right, it could be really good though, because a lot of the League player base is MMO age now. And I mean MMO age, I mean around the age of 30 or above the age of 30. And that's where a lot of League players are. That is a very good target for MMO players. As an MMO, you either target teenagers that have way too much free time, and college kids that have way too much free time, or you target people above the age of 30. So. Riot's management philosophy changed? I'm not sure if it's Riot's management changed, or if people were incompetent, or if it's a little bit of both, or if Riot knew they wanted this game to shut down and just didn't want to be held liable for a lawsuit. You're still a young League player? Honestly, That's pretty cool. Because I remember when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, when League, I think, was only a year old and stuff, and my friends were getting into it. And I've seen my friends, no matter what happens, they still hop on League every weekend. I've seen people get married and then divorce, and they still have League on their PC. And they uninstall that shit every 4 weeks, and then it gets reinstalled within the next few days, and they're still grinding. So... I hope you are ready for a lifelong commitment to League of Legends, because it will probably be the longest relationship you will ever have. No, I've never played League, but my friends are playing League. I've actually never played League of Legends. I tried one game of Dota 2, and I just don't like the isometric view. My 140 back? Yeah, I really appreciate that they're refunding us. I would be much more upsetty spaghetti at the game if I didn't get a refund, so shout us to Riot. Shout us to Riot. You're locked in and ready for your future? When are you having kids, bro? You gotta get your kids started early. There's money in that scene. Can you imagine if you started League of Legends when you're like 3 years old and they grew up to be the next Faker? Oh, bro, you will be swimming in money. That will be generational money too. Addiction or commitment? Tomatoes. That could be a little bit of both. Project Faker? Bro, okay, now chat, I have some friends that were like, I always say they're bred in a lab to play fighting games, because both of their parents played fighting games, whether it be, like, their parents played Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 4 and Mortal Kombat. Like, both parents, their mother and their father, and then they gave birth to them, and they've been playing fighting games since they could ever pick up a controller. And I'm like, damn. I wish that was me. I could only play video games on the weekends for like a couple hours as a kid, and then my parents didn't want me to play video games because it was unwomanly. Like, and my parents, they just, like, they're technologically savvy enough, but they're just not, they view video games as a waste of time. I'm like, damn, I wish my parents started me on fighting games when I was like 3 years old. I think that'd be so sick. Forge and now 2xKO died, damn. Only for everyone to be refunded, you're mad? Damn, I'm sorry, brother. At least there were some free skins from the battle passes, at least. You didn't play video games until you were 17, you got a job and buy your own Xbox? Damn. Damn. Alright, so events, champion tokens, KO points, battle passes are removed, avatar items, credits limit will be uncapped too, all champions unlocked for all players, futures. Also, another thing that I think was a big misconception about this game is that people had to pay for champions. That was another thing I noticed when I was scrolling through Instagram, and then there was one of the top comments, this game sucked because you had to pay for champions. I don't know if they've ever actually played 2xKO, if that was their impression of it, because you don't actually. Like, you could earn every character within an hour of when they came out, or you could just do your dailies for like 2 or 4 or 5 days in advance and then buy them on release. Like yeah, that has to be LARP, no? Like that has to be LARP. There's no way. Maybe the game could have communicated it to you better, though. I will say that. Maybe the game could have communicated it to you better how the unlock system works and whatnot. But that is really strange. I don't know a nice way to put it. That is really strange. Of all the criticism I have for this game, and there's a decent chunk, but that is just not true. Yo, what's good, Hikari? Wait, Hikari, do you still have a job? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Yo, what's good? How are you? No, I'm just kidding. How are you doing? What's good, Vega? Cause when K dropped, you expected a long grind, no, it was just done? Yeah, that's a good question. Aw, shit, dude. You might actually have to walk it on, actually, have you ever tried Avatar or nah? I don't know if you play 1v1 games. Wait, no! Shine told me you play Ken, I think. Shine told me you play Ken. It's time. It's throw loop time. You never tried it? Dude, okay, Hikari. You know what's so funny? Shine was telling me, like, who do you think Hikari plays? And I was like, I have no idea actually. This guy, I know he plays Ari. And then Shai said, Hunt, who do you think we play? And I was like, I don't know, Kimberly? And then Shine face palmed and he said, Hunt, who do you think we play? And I'm like, I don't know, Luke? Jamie? And I listed like 10 characters, and then finally Shine couldn't take it anymore, and he was like, it's Ken, Hunt. It's Ken. And I was like, how the fuck should I know? And then he told me it's a stereotype that all black people play Ken, and I had no fucking idea that was a thing. I genuinely had no idea that was a thing. I had never heard of that before. Is it true? I don't know. I genuinely didn't know. I asked Zay, and I was like, Zay, is this true? And he's like, yeah. Yeah, Lost is from New York and has never heard of that either. And I think that's like the... I feel like New York City is the capital of Street Fighter in the US, so... You and main Tokon? Ah, I see. It is a real thing! That's crazy. Black people play Magneto though? I have no idea. Do you play Magneto? Hikari? Everybody like talking in Refuge? Sticking up with the server setup, but you think you're moving your home back to Strive? Avatar is my favorite show of all time. I also happen to really like the fighting game. Netcode is great. The game is super fast. I'm probably chilling in Avatar, but I want to give Tokon another chance because I really like Blade. I think the big problem is I don't really have anybody else I like that isn't Blade. Dude, King 2XK has fallen. Fuck, dude. I think if there's something I really like about 2XKO as a content creator, it's very easy clip farming. The possibility that Sony might kill Tokon? I don't think Sony will kill Tokon. I don't think so. The PC fix? I heard the new patch is pretty good for it, so you could maybe try it. But I wish they would put a demo out for the game so people could check as to whether they can run it. You know? Avatar coming out on top? At the moment I like Avatar, but who's to say that I don't play Tokon more and then start enjoying Tokon more? If anything, I'd love to just get better at Avatar, honestly. And then there's always Street Fighter, so I always love Street Fighter. But I think with Street Fighter at the moment, I still love the game, it's just... Sometimes I just want to break from Street Fighter. Because I've been playing Street Fighter for what, 4 years now? Ever since it launched. So I like other fighting games too, I don't just like Street Fighter. I think Avatar is so cool for what it is. Like... I was thinking about learning Tekken too. But I don't think I'm a Tekken kind of girl, unfortunately. I did try Yasmin, she's really sick. I wish it was a little bit better, but I think conceptually because they can buffer over time and stuff, right? But I think conceptually what they have for Yasmin is probably the best representation for Southeast Asia we've had in a long time. Like, a very fucking long time. I can sit here and glaze everything about Yasmin for a long time. But I don't want to torture you with that, so... But I really like Yasmin. She's super cool. Not a Bob mate? Bro, I play Tekken Revolution! Fuck Bob, dude. Fuck Bob. Fuck Bob players. Oh my god. So many goddamn characters we could have had except for him. Tin has better than Tokon? I think it's different, honestly. I will say I might have a little bit of brain rot Hikari because I'm so used to... Because 2XKO was pretty much my first tag fighter, right? I'm so used to being able to wave dash and stuff, and essentially the way I play 2XKO is I think of it as, this is so stupid, but I think of it as like Smash Bros X like anime fighter. So I'm so used to like wave dashing around and stuff. I think with Tokon it's more so kind of like Strive, and I think I have brain rot from being able to wave dash everywhere, so I'm like, yo, why am I so slow? So yeah, it's just a very different game. It's a little hard for me to go from a fast game to a slower one. Yeah, I think Tokon's definite, but it's good that they're different. I don't want games to be too similar to each other, because I want them to be something for everyone. the main issue, not issue, but mainly, I wanted 2xKO and 𝐂𝐿 to survive together, because, as you can see by the state of Tekken 8, I don't think it's good. I think games kind of end up imploding on themselves when there is no competition. Same with like DBFZ. I heard over time that game kind of collapsed on itself. So, I'm a little worried. But I hope 𝐂𝐿 does really well, because I want tag fighters to do well. Just like I want 3D fighting games to do well, you know? I don't want other genres to go through the death of everything that isn't Tekken as well. So, yeah. To a single-player 3D fighting game as you found? That's fair. Why $70 when you can play 2x for free? That is fair. I think part of what you pay for with 𝐂𝐿 is the being able to use Marvel characters, though. I guess a lot of people have an attachment to Marvel characters. I can't believe they killed the game before Samira, though. But at least we're getting Samira. She's so sexy, dude. I still remember Ice Cream so well when they showed her. This is the only other female character I wanted from the League roster, just because everybody else didn't catch my eye, and they actually showed Samira. So... a free-to-play fighting game is not dead. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you for the boys. I would say it is. She is gooey, that's crazy. Dude, Shine, I was just telling Hikari... Wait, what you were telling me when you like guess who Hikari plays. And I was like, bro, I don't know. And you said, who do you think we play? I mean, you weren't wrong, but I didn't get it because I legit didn't know that was even a stereotype. I feel like that's so random. Like, Ken of all characters. With Asians, we have a thing where every Asian male in middle school goes through a Teemo phase where they become obsessed with Teemo for like a good 2 to 3 years. You all play Ken or a ninja? Huh. It's in your blood? That's insane. Absolutely insane. Wait, Wassel, you're not black, right? Akali too? Yeah, you're cooked. You're so cooked. Lux too is so cute, man. Look at her! Look at her. I finally got my magical girl in a fighting game, but oh well. I think it would have been... It's also interesting to me, chat. Again, I've never played Arcane, I've never played League, Valorant, I've never seen any of Riot's other work besides 2xKO. A lot of people didn't like the roster for 2xKO, which... a lot of people were saying like Lee Sin, Riven, etc. should have been in. Do you guys think that made a really big difference? A cruel joke knowing they still could have cooked? Yeah. A set? Yeah, I see a lot of people want set. I think that's a Catboy, right? Just what you do? I think complaining about the game isn't a bad thing, because if people care enough, they will complain about the game. It's... how do I say this? I do think, however, and I've said this a lot, I think everybody is entitled to an informed or educated opinion. But apart from that, I don't know if people should be entitled to opinions. One of the key top comments I saw when I was scrolling Instagram and people were covering this game quote-unquote dying was that they said that Pulse was OP and they would have much preferred DP inputs and stuff because they're old school and they don't fuck with games that don't have motion inputs, which is kind of weird. And then another one was that you had to pay to play characters in 2xKO, which again, I don't feel as if either of those are true. I do think they should have had a mode, kind of like how 𝐂𝐿 does it, where you have motion input stuff. That way, the layout for 2xKO is really weird. The notation too is dog shit. But yeah, I don't know. I think those are two very weird things to complain about. Cause it put off a big chunk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I played a lot of Smash growing up. Like that's actually one of my favorite fighting games of all time too. So I don't. I mean, I do motion inputs. I don't sit here and like jerk off every time I do a motion input. I guess I've just never seen the appeal. of motion inputs. And with a lot of today's day and age, everything Street Fighter 6 and beyond, I really don't like the input readers. Like Street Fighter 6 has such a sticky input reader. Fatal Fury has also a really bad input reader. And I've heard Tokon's is dog shit as well. I heard Tokon actually might be the worst offender, which is crazy. I mean, probably it is what it is. Yeah, that's why I think like they should have had motion inputs as an option for sure. But somehow the free-to-play game is the problem. Yeah, I know, and you would have to play like an hour or 2 hours to unlock the new character. The amount of money you put into Strive? Nah, bro, I feel that. I feel that heavy. With Strive, I didn't buy the season passes, but it's a lot. And then my friends were interested in Tekken 7 towards the end of its lifespan because they saw like one of my friends streaming it. And then they went to the page and they opened up the Tekken 7 page. And to get all the characters and all the stages, it cost $212. Who the fuck is gonna pay $212 for a game they might not like? Like, why the fuck would they do that when they can hop on Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Apex Legends, I don't know, any like free-to-play game, or Fortnite even, and have a great time and just try it out for free, you know? Online play, not in person, it shouldn't affect in-person gameplay. But I also wonder, also Rune VT, yo, appreciate the follow, thank you so much. I also just wonder, like, how are we always gonna be able to download it? Because with Virtua Fighter 5, it was locked to the PS3 for a long ass time, and it got to the point where some people had to drag around fucking Yakuza 5 to events because it had VF5 FS on it, and you can run that on PS4. So, you know, I don't know how that's gonna work, but if people want to play, they will find a way. Is this? Yeah, it is. There's Yakuza 5 or 6 they had to drag around. To be fair, with the VF, it's a really small bracket anyway, so it's not the worst thing. He's so off is insane. Oh, what happened to Bum? Oh yeah, I forgot he doesn't like this game. But it is what it is, you know? People like games, they don't like games. Like, guys, if you guys think the hate for 2xKO is bad, I'm a DOA player. I've played DOA for like 10 years. I've been told everything about DOA. I've been told I'm against women's rights for playing DOA. Like, I've been told my game will never be Tekken. Every time DOA comes on, it's when's Tekken, yada yada. Like, people will always hate whatever you play. Street Fighter 6 ends, if they end service for Street Fighter 6 tomorrow, people will be celebrating, saying fuck throw loops. Tekken 8 ends tomorrow, people will celebrate, saying, yeah, this is what Harada would have wanted. People are gonna hate no matter what. To hate angles, people will always make mental gymnastics to hate on everything. The older I get, because I thought it was a DOA thing, 𝐂𝐄𝐎. Also, is your name based on 𝐂𝐄𝐎? Or just out of curiosity? From D Gray Man? Your game dies so Tokon can stand a chance? Hey man. It sucks. I think... Oh, D Gray Man is my favorite show of all time. I read the name and I was like, oh, this sounds like 𝐂𝐄𝐎. Tokon is carried, but I think that about a lot of games, actually. I think that about another Rivals game. Well, I said it, actually, but I think Marvel Rivals is the same way. Whoops! But, I think the IP carries a lot of things, honestly. The internet sucks. I think being contrarian gets you a lot of views on social media and stuff, and people like to echo chamber hate and stuff because they like internet points. Social media has kind of done that to people over time, and maybe it's just human nature, because you guys remember when silly bands were popular when we were young, or like I don't know, what's it called, fuzzy babies, fur babies, you know, like random trends people kind of just hop on and hop off. It's the same with hate trains, right? Like, people hate train DOA all the time. Like, oh, this game's a waste of space, blah blah blah, if you play DOA you're a fucking gooner, you don't deserve rights. Like, why? Oh, this game is disgusting, it has jiggle physics. DOA is just RPS, which, yeah, it is. But it's always something. I promise you. It's always something. Like, there's plenty of reasons not to like someone. Let's take Beyonce, right? She doesn't do interviews. People call her a conceited, suck-up bitch. Like, just for being quiet. Like, people are always going to say something about you or the game you play. Like, even if you don't do nothing, people will still say something. So it is what it is. As long as you enjoyed the game, that's all that matters. They just jump on? Yeah, again, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. And to be fair, I do this a little bit too. But I do think it's a little weird to talk about games you haven't played like that. Especially to the point where you're making social media posts and you're tagging the devs. I think a few other people have mentioned it too, but there are people that would write paragraphs and pages about this game, and then I go look at their Twitch stream and they don't have very many hours in the game. Maybe they play a lot offline, to be fair, but they also didn't seem very familiar with the game from what I saw, so it's kind of weird. People are like that about DOA too. People always say DOA this, DOA that, and I'm like, I have never seen you ever play this game, so what are we doing here? Rage baiting 𝐂𝐄𝐎? Oh no. You won the last 2 majors? Hell yeah. I hope you get hella rich off this game, 𝐂𝐄𝐎. Invest that shit, live off the dividends. Armchair market analyst with this game? Yeah, I think we'll never know the full story. There's gonna be a lot of stuff behind this. I think we can all agree there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that would probably put a lot of... It would probably explain a lot. But all we can do is speculate. I'm sure lots of NDAs were signed regarding this game too, but mainly, more so than the game itself, I hope that everybody on the team finds a home after this. From what I've heard, a lot of people have been finding new jobs, and they're mostly moving like horizontally within the industry, which is really good. So, again, I'm just very happy that they can still, you know, pay their bills and whatnot. Dreaming on Riot Esports money? Maybe, A games you missed a couple games of? Maybe, It's a damn shame? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like some of the games I play, it's just people just hate the game. Like, I actually am one of the few people that like DNF Duel. So people fucking hate that game. I play DOA, people hate that game. I play Vindictus, people hate that game too. Like, I don't know, people are always gonna hate your game. What is dog? See, this guy right here. Yeah, the hater, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, people will always hate your game. Vindy mentioned? I have way too many hours in Vindy. Yeah, I think what mostly matters is that you have a good time. As long as you have fun and you enjoy the ride, that's what matters. Riftbound to make an esport? Like, you know where the money they wanted? Oh, I don't keep up with TCGs at all. I tried to get the T1 set for a friend, but I didn't get into the raffle, unfortunately. So, yeah. Like, honestly, I think Street Fighter 6 is a fairly likable game, but people still hate Street Fighter 6, and, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know those raps for 2X? Oh wait, really? How come? Have I played Nen Impact? Smile? I did play Nen Impact, actually. It's not... I think maybe because I was unfamiliar with tag fighters, it was just a lot. Thus I didn't play it that much more. You know what I am? Yo, chill. Chill, dog. Chill. I got hella Vindictus skins, too. Maybe one day I'll show my account. Yo, my Eevee is decked the fuck out. I have like, I think 14 or 16 outfit slots. Hella dies. Oh, I love the fashion of Vindictus. It makes me so happy. Dude, I grinded that game like crazy, Virtue. Are we gonna net it up? Nah, I think I'm good, man. I love Hunter x Hunter, though. I love Hunter x Hunter. I'm so happy I locked myself in a room for like 3 weeks straight. And the only thing I could think about was how many episodes of Hunter x Hunter can I fit in today after stream and between eating. That was... Oh, I love Hunter x Hunter so much, bro. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I wish I watched it sooner is the only thing. Because when I was like 11... My friend, and she kept telling me, like, please watch Hunter x Hunter. It's really good. I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe one day. And then I watched it like 15 years later. And now I'm like, oh, why did I watch this as a kid? Defying Fate? Honestly, I think Defying Fate, they just confirmed it's getting released in 2027. I think it took too long to come out. I think they should have just not made it a Souls-like, and they should have made it more like Vindy 1, personally. Or more like the Season 3-ish state of Vindy 1 in terms of combat. Because I think right now people are kind of experiencing Souls-like fatigue, so making the game a Souls-like is... ugh, I don't know if it's gonna work. But, I mean... Delia was looking mad good in the beta, that's all I'm saying. As long as they make Eevee look good, I'm there. Rikoshi or Togashi dropping like 10 chapters in 2 years, but those chapters are bangers? Hell yeah. You got Faker to play 2x. Did they get Faker to play 2x? There was a lot of creator events they held, people didn't watch them. They Tokon paid Rivals players to play Tokon while Riot didn't do shit. I wouldn't say they didn't do shit, but also, I kind of want to clarify this, chat. Most of us were not paid to play 2xKO. Like, I don't know a nice way to say this. And 𝐂𝐄𝐎 said this publicly too, so I can parrot this now that it's public. 𝐂𝐄𝐎 has done more sponsored work for Tokon in 5 days than he has for 2xKO across its entire lifespan. Same with DNF Duel. He did more sponsored content for DNF Duel than he ever has for 2xKO. And that's across both games' lifespans. It's the same for me. I've done much more sponsored content for other games than I ever have for 2xKO. Outside of slams, I didn't have a single cent getting paid to me by the Riot Games team. As a fair disclosure, I have like one friend on the team, so at the end of the day, I do want to support their product. But, like, I don't sit here, work fucking 10 hours at my 9 to 5, spend 2.5 hours in traffic, come home and be like, oh, I'm gonna play a fighting game I don't like today. Let me boot up some 2xKO. Like, no, like, play the game because I like it. And it's not like we're getting paid by Riot to say that shit or anything. Off the name alone, yeah, just to clarify, chat, 2xKO was not decided by the dev team. None of the devs had anything to do with it. They were like, okay, our product's ready to go. And then Riot's like, by the way, your name is game 2xKO. And the dev team was like, what the fuck? And they just didn't have a say in it. So, again, that's a Riot Games thing. That's actually not a 2xKO dev thing. They had absolutely zero say in the name. So, it is what it is. Yeah, that's just... I think it's like that with a lot of things now that I think about it. I didn't think video games were like that, but it kind of is. Even when I do product launch for like other things, the marketing team or like someone separate usually decides the name of the product. 2xKO, I saw that guy. I was like, oh lordy. Oh lordy. And like, even as someone that likes 2xKO, I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot, you know? That's a lot. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's worse things to get tatted. At least it's not your ex's name. Because I put writing people who worked on it, they suck ass. I think that's not really nice. But 𝐂𝐄𝐎 without 𝐂𝐿 having to play League, your go deserves. But 𝐂𝐿 is super fun. Not as good as 𝐂𝐿. You guys ready to hop on 𝐂𝐿? Hey bro, hop on 𝐂𝐿. I got you. Can you hop on 𝐂𝐿 with me? Shit is cooked, bro. No one is hopping on to play. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. Yo, Warner Bros, hit me up. 𝐂𝐿 will be the best game I've ever played. 𝐂𝐿 is a fire name? You think so, man? You're all hopping on Batman's 𝐂𝐿? That's crazy, man. Whose idea was that? The fuck if I know, bro. But actually, chat, the Skullgirls mobile game does really well. And I didn't think it did until, I had a lot of, like, fighting, or I'm sorry, friends that like, you know, nerdy shit. Like, they like cartoons, they like anime, yada yada, and they don't play fighting games, but they play the Skullgirls mobile game. I don't know why, but they actually really like the Skullgirls mobile game. And it's actually a lot more popular than I would think. Also, Legend23, appreciate the follow, thank you so much. Batman is pretty hot. Bruce Wayne is hot, but low-key, he got community dick. I'm sorry. How many villains, how many other superheroes? That guy has been with so many at this point. He still might go. That's probably my favorite male superhero, but holy shit, that is definitely community dick. He's dicking down everyone at this point. Catwoman and Talia hopped on it, can't be all that bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but man, like everybody probably knows what his dick tastes like. You'll take some sloppy seconds? Hey, no problem with that. No problem with that. But yo, no, but I didn't think about it until somebody mentioned it to me the other day. I was like, oh yeah, I guess my goal has been what the fuck ton of woman. DC confirmed. Did they? That's actually crazy that Batman won't eat you out. After development, I'll definitely come back to try Lux and Samira, and I guess in regards to Sage Jam Slam, I would love to come back to 2XKO for the Sage Jam Slam. I'd love to. I think 2XKO is by far. I've done 3 Street Fighter ones, I think, or 2 Street Fighter ones and 1 2XKO one. 2XKO is easily the most fun I've had in a slam. Like the amount of teamwork you get working with someone. Like the pride you feel when they do a combo they practice and they finally get it, when they clutch up for you, calling the assist at the right time, the clutch burst, and they make a comeback you wouldn't expect. It's a feeling very unique to 2XKO, and I didn't think I would like it, because who the fuck wants to play and you can't control your own burst, right? But it's really good for content with other streamers. It's really good for clip farming. It's really good for just like sitting down and talking shit. Like, oh my god, if my friend bursts me at the wrong time, I'm like, bro, this is why your parents never loved you. This is exactly why all 3 of your past relationships have failed. You fucking let them down every fucking time. Holy shit! Anyways. New 40-person lobby for events? Oh, did they announce that? I didn't see it. My bad. You'd have dug into it? Hey, that's awesome. So, yeah, there's like a lot of things you can do in 2XKO that are super funny, that are kind of unique to 2XKO. So, I think a big problem though is how they spent their budget. I think marketing for this game was so dog shit. Spending money on a singer to make an 𝐂𝐿𝐼 song? Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? And then all the big events, they never really did a good job promoting them. Like the AT&T event, they didn't have a single post on the 2XKO Twitter or any of their socials for it, and there were like 110k, 120k people watching. So 2XKO Duo has the entire team collabing so much more. 100%, yeah. And then you actually play with your coach, which is really cool too, because like I've known Diaphone for a little bit, but we never actually played together, and so we had to really learn to play around each other. Same with Mystic, and Mystic helped train me to play with Diaphone too. Like I had to play, you know, around the way 𝐂𝐿 played. It's a very unique experience that, again, it makes it a lot of fun. Especially if you come from any team sports chat. Like for me, I played volleyball for 19, 20-ish years. Maybe a little less, maybe closer to 17. But anyways, I played volleyball for a long ass time, right? It really is similar to team sports where you have to kind of know the quirks. Like where do you think they're gonna mash on defense and get hit for it? Where do you think they're gonna assist? Things like that. So another sum for 2X. Honestly, I think they want to do one for Tokon Boys. The problem is that most streamers, like, I don't have a PS5. I'm not paying for a PS5. Why would I pay for a PS5? Most streamers don't have PS5s. So, until the PC port gets 100% fixed, I don't think they want to do it. So I don't know. Mistake pulling all-nighters. I know, right? That's my goal. As with the Girl Squad and Cody was so funny. Dude, Cody's the GOAT. Cody is actually so fucking funny, bro. I hope people aren't sending him too much hate over the a situation that happened over the weekend. Like, sometimes things happen, you make a bad call. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. But yeah. 80% fixed now, but new Windows 11 update? Yeah, yikes. Thinking for the next slam? My assumption is that if they can't do Tokon, they'll probably do Strive. Do Avatar would be awesome. I would love for them to do Avatar. Bro, the entire offline TV is pulling up, bro. Every Asian American has probably watched Avatar. We're all fucking pulling up. Like, yep. Yep, we're here. I saw some people say, who the fuck cares about Avatar when there's fucking Marvel characters? And I was like, oh, my heart. My heart, bro. What happened with Cody? I don't know, like something over the weekend with him and HBox playing in finals. Even though like HBox and Cody are friends and they like publicly said, yeah, it happened. Wouldn't do that again next time. People they quit farm it, you know, make a big deal out of like 10 seconds. They gonna see Zahir? Bro, Zahir is so cool. I actually think Zahir is fairly cool enough in the show for Korra or whatever, but like the way they made Zahir in Avatar Legends is so fucking cool. Same with the way they did normal Korra. Nightmare Korra is really cool too, but like those two characters, they did such a great job. I think they're so much cooler in the game than they are in the shows in terms of fighting. Like, oh my god, I could sit here and glaze everything they did with those characters. Because I don't like Korra, and I think Zahir's fighting in the show is kind of disappointing. But they did such a great job with them in the fighting game, bro. They're so sick. We all love Avatar? Hell yeah. The Pali compilation? It gets better when you know the context of the show, but I can't say more than that. But yeah. I think Zahir is a cool villain. I think Anarchy is a little... It's a bit of a cop-out, but it was done fairly. It was done decently well, but... Yeah. Watch Korra? You can pass on that, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a good show, but that's up to you. In the game than the show, I really think the Red Widow should have been around for much longer. I genuinely think they should have been around for like 2 or 3 seasons. It would have been so much cooler than a lot of the other things they had going on, in my opinion. But that's just me. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying not to slander Korra on this stream. That is probably not a good idea. So... We're making many items available for credits, removing ranked, adjusting matchmaking... Is ranked gone, by the way, chat? Like, do you guys know if ranked is gone now, or are they ending it in 2 weeks? It's gone? Fuck, I never hit GM, bro. I peaked at GM too, fuck. I think GM2 or not yet, 2 weeks? Okay. Do I try and grind GM? I don't know. I asked Daisy the other day, and she told me, like, when she grinded GM, people just stream sniped her all day. And I was like, I don't know if I want to deal with that, man. That's another thing I don't like about this game. I don't like the lobby system. I really don't. You never hit Challenger? No. Not like this. I think Sage says there was somebody that was making a fuck ton of alts in 2xKO, and then just like having that alt up to GM, and they would just like farm points off of their alt. RIP, yo, what's good, Omni? How you doing? How was CEO? You know, was Swarper? Yeah. She'll stream soon? Hopefully soon, yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. I heard, okay, I would be 100% honest with you, Archer. Part of the reason I didn't grind GM that hard is because I've seen what it's like at GM-ish level, and I'm like, bro, I don't think I'd like the game at that point. So, I feel like mid-masters is perfect. Like, people are okay at the game, but they're not like doing 8-way mix-up 3 times in a row. So, I'm like, I can like sit here, chill, don't have to use too much brain power. You won Uni! Hey, congratulations! Oh, I'm sorry, Pixie. I'm sad too. Everyone's just doing lobbies? Yeah. You wanted to hit CEO? I think CEO next year is gonna be the same venue. You do anything fun this year, Omni? You go swimming? I don't know if you can gamble there, but you go to Disney World or anything? I don't know, it's too hot to go to Disney World actually. I don't think any sane gamer did that. It was gas? Hell yeah. I heard they had like 5 pools at the venue or something. It was super sick. Alright, let me go boot up. I wouldn't say last time, but maybe the last time in a while for 2xKO. Sad moments. Sad moments. You hit GM? Bro, Shine, you're so fucking good at 2xKO, like unironically. You played the game for like 2 weeks, and all of a sudden you got crazy at Wowie confirms. I keep dropping my fucking Caitlyn combos. 6 pulls is crazy. Wait, Shine, I have a question. Can you swim? Fucking Lossel and Nitro both can't swim, and you fucks live next to the water. Like, if New York flood, why can none of you fuckers in New York swim, bro? And there's just no pools in New York? You guys realize you're closer to the water than I am in Texas, and I can swim. Like, I've seen NYC flood. You guys gotta be prepared, right? Is dirty water? I mean, there's indoor pools, maybe. We don't, like, go to the ocean and just start swimming. It's not safe to swim in? Well, there's indoor pools and stuff, no? Hang on, let me get my level list. One sec. Ayo. Hang on. No more Persona music. Okay. Coven Ari is so hot. So hot. Maybe I should have just ended up buying Coven Ari. Cause deadass, I would have gotten a refund. But I don't know if I'd use Coven Ari over anything else, so let me see. What cosmetics did I end up getting for this game? Am I stupid? Why is... Hang on. Why is it... Oh, you know what? Wait, why are my controls fucked up? Is it my controller being plugged in? Is that what's fucking it up? Yo, something is... Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to use my mouse. Okay, another criticism I have for this game, chat. It's for a game from a $1 billion company. The soundtrack is not good. I get it. It's like okay. But high key, I think the themes left a lot to be themes left a lot to be desired. I don't really know what they were cooking, but I think they should have hired like one of the Korean studios to do it, cause I don't think it's that good. I like the Spirit Blossom Blobby music. I don't know about this one. Okay, so in total I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ari skins. Holy shit. Oh, well, this is the default, so I have 4 Ari skins. So, I do have Frame Perfect. Also, something else I like is that this bundle completely funded the what do you call it? The prize pools for their next... for like an entire year's worth of majors, and they had decent prize pools too, like 75k prize pools each, so that's really nice. I don't mind the music, personally, but I think it could have been much better. Much better. Like, compare music in this game to, like, even like Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, right? I mean, that game has amazing music. Even Strive's soundtrack, as much as I don't like Strive's soundtrack, has a really distinctive sound. I feel like music in this game doesn't have an identity. And I don't think the soundtrack was good. I don't want to dog too much on it, but I think the general consensus, personally, is that it's not very good. It's Bulma refund. I'm actually gonna make a very irresponsible keyboard purchase with the refund money. Also, big shout outs to Riot for giving the refund though. So I don't regret any of the money I spent on this game. If we were not getting a refund, because I'm gonna tell you, chat, I did not get a refund for fucking DOA 6. But I'm very happy I get a refund for this game since it, you know, they're stopping development after a year. I wish they had different colorways on this outfit. I like some of them, but like this one I'm not the biggest fan of. And my favorite, Spirit Blossom Ari. It's so cute. So fucking good. Look at her! Back to the card? Yeah, it's straight back to the card. But if you purchase through Xbox or PlayStation, they have to reach out through PlayStation and then confirm your info before sending it back. Never bought any skins because they were expensive? Damn. Isn't this cute? Man, I did want that. Wait, I never equipped this. Oh shit. I should have equipped this. Fuck. It's nice that you can change the victory poses in between. I always forgot to set it. Seen the tweets? Which tweets? Instead of the leak prices? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm actually one of the few people. I was actually okay with the price they charged because Marvel Rivals is about the same. Same with Overwatch. It's all about the same for cosmetics, like 20, 25-ish. 2xKO ones? Yo, what's good, guy? How are you, Mr. Employed? Don't you gotta sleep soon? RIP 2xKO? Yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately. Dooming or being mad depressed? I don't know. I guess I've been through the whole song and dance, so it's not really new to me. I'm sad about it as well, but at the end of the day, yo, I can't say that. Oh, I can't say that phrase anymore without laughing. I don't know if you guys have seen that fucking police or like that fucking police camera footage of them being in some guy's house, and that guy just says, "At the end of the day, it's my house," and then he puts both hands in the air, unzips his pants, and starts doing helicopters with his dick, and you can hear his meat like smacking against his leg. That shit is so funny, yo, someday. Like, every time I think that phrase has actually been fucking ruined for me, bro. Schmeat Smacker is crazy. But yeah, I have Caitlyn skins too. I have this the arcade one is super nice, so I'm a big fan of this one. Actually, I like the default color one the most. I only spent 20 on this, like straight 20, and then I got Pool Party as well. I had to get Pool Party, bro. I was super excited for this skin, but then they released the Gunnar skin, which was this one, and this is beautiful. I always wear this Caitlyn skin on her. It makes her legs look really nice. The duck is really nice too. It changes her weapon and the effects. It's super nice. This is probably, I would say Spirit Blossom Ari and Pool Party Nights Caitlyn are my favorite skins in the game. Love her hair. Isn't it nice? I love the glasses too. It's so good. And then I actually have Echo skins. I have one Echo skin, which is the frame perfect one. So, again, super nice. Everything else I don't think I have shit for. I never hit level 100 either. Fuck. I don't even think I ended up on... I could unlock more champions, but I think I'm just lazy. It's so cute. She is so cute. I love her so much. You never got Katie a call? Yeah! They would have made so much money off of that, dude. That would have actually funded the game for another year if they locked in. But alas. Alas. Wait, this one is funny. All her gun jams. I never got this either. It's in Champion Mastery. So I just never unlocked it, I guess. I have never seen a Caitlyn player use this one. Maybe I should have gotten the Battle Pass. It was always that simple. All I'm saying is apparently Chun-Li funded Street Fighter 6's development with the amount of skins they gave her in Street Fighter 5, so I think they should have done that. That's just me personally. I always wanted to learn Senna. I never ended up learning her, unfortunately. Dude, look at her. Looks so good. To Chin and Mai, they should give, like... I think they should be making hella skins for Chun-Li. That's just me, though, as a Chun-Li player. Gonna go crazy this year? Hopefully. If Dylan was to see her back around 2009, week would have died? Maybe. I don't know what goes on at Riot Games, honestly. This is the only game I play from them. Based on funds this game for another month at minimum. I heard Lux is really popular. I think she has the most skins in League of Legends, or one of the most skins in 𝐂𝐄𝐎 in League of Legends, so... They made that money made some motherfuckers move mountains. Oh, I didn't even know she had a wedding dress skin. I want that black dress she got. Fuck the wedding dress. I want that black dress. I've been thinking about that black dress on Chun-Li for ages, bro. Tied with MF. Who's MF? Best CEO has ruined everything of Rise since 2023 when he was put up as the new CEO. Damn. Maybe his tenure will be over. Smile, maybe. I don't know. Misfortune. Oh yeah, they teased Misfortune in this game too. There's so many heroes that we could have gotten that we won't get. No Riven either, which sucks because I can't drag all my Riven obsessed friends to playing 𝐂𝐿 now. What did I get that's in here? But yeah, the UI is so ugly, chat. I don't know who worked on UI design, but this is so ugly. And this is so bland and uninspiring, bro. Like, you don't even have to have Ari's 3D model here. Just use the art. Just use the art, bro. It's that simple. We said no Riven, no Lee Sin, no Udyr. Yeah. Also, a massive Twitter trick. He constantly makes anti-woke posts. Ugh. Ugh. Yikes. Yikes. Fortnite as you. I've actually never played Fortnite, so I have nothing to compare it to in regards to Fortnite, but I just think the UI is so ugly. And I felt this all the time. I was like, okay, maybe it'll get better, and it just never got better. So I don't understand, because they use a lot of, they have a lot of really awesome art that they commissioned for this game, and you just don't see that anywhere. Like, anywhere. So, I don't know. Annoying to navigate? I think the navigation's okay. It's not the worst. I think Street Fighter 6... Actually, even Street Fighter 6's UI isn't that bad. I'll tell you what game has the worst fucking UI I've ever had the misfortune of playing. Monster Hunter Wilds' UI is dog shit. I'm so sorry. I love Monster Hunter. I have thousands of hours in the series. But holy shit. Wilds' UI is... Ooh! Oh, I could go off about how bad that UI is, bro. That shit is so ass. That game being open world is even worse. Just tabs? It's not just tabs, bro. It's where they place all of the options too. It's how hard it is to get started and to start playing with other people. You have to sync the worlds. You have to sync X, Y, and Z. Like, shit isn't all in different tabs. To get the session ID, it's in a different tab. It is worse than Worlds, which is crazy because Worlds was really bad, right? Like, I think we can all agree that Worlds' UI was not good either. Wilds is somehow, like, I don't know the 1.5 times worse, but it's at least 25% worse. I promise you, dude. It's so bad. Like, I can navigate it because I played Worlds, and even then, I played Worlds and it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to figure out how to play with my friends when the game came out. Made you want to vomit? Dude, it's so crazy. Rise did a good job, though. I never had an issue with Rise's UI. So this is specifically for the Worlds and Wilds team. Yeah. It's so bad. It must be load-bearing spaghetti. That's what I think too. How bad Wilds is? Oh, dude. Dude. Wilds' UI is terrible. Oh, it actually gives me a brain aneurysm, dude. Sorry, I don't want to be too negative on stream. I don't think that's healthy for anybody, but it's, there's a lot of work to be done. Smile. Worlds are... I actually think Wilds is worse because of how you have to sync up your world with everybody else's if you want to do multiplayer. And then you go to the map and you set time of day and stuff to get new monsters. They're all really cool features, but the design of the UI is really bad. On a separate note, I think Persona UI is always really good. I haven't spoiled it for myself, but I'm very excited to see what Persona 4, is it Revival? I forgot what word they used. P4R, pretty much. I can't wait to see what they do for P4R in terms of the menu, bro. I'm so fucking excited. P4G is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. So, oh my god. I know they're gonna cook. I love the remake they did. Because I played Persona 3 FES a couple of years before they came out with Reload, and I love what they did with Reload. So, I can't wait to see what they do with P4R. Which fighting game has the best UI? That is a very good question. I will be 100% honest with you, and this is really stupid, but... Do we include training mode or not? Because unfortunately, if we include training mode, I'm gonna have to say Street Fighter 6. Because you get the frame beater, you get the training mode options, you can even lab round starts in it, like... Stripe? No, I think Stripe's UI is dog shit in my opinion. I think their UI is hideous. I'm sorry. I think Rev 2 and Plus R's UI looks so much cleaner than Stripe's. Yeah, I don't really know if we include training mode stuff. But, assuming we don't include training mode stuff, I would say, for me, it's actually... I like Persona 4 Arena Ultimaxes, for sure. That's a little biased, though, because I love Persona. So, let's take that out of the equation. I actually really like the Smash Bros. UI. I think it's very simple, it's very clean, and it's very easy to get where you want to go. And it's not very... As far as I'm aware, it's not very load-bearing. In the last 10 years? Nah, bro, we gotta go older than that. I'm sorry, I don't like the Strive UI. It was really bland and uninspiring compared to previous iterations. I think DNF Duel's UI is decent too. Like I like how they have like every cog turn and you get new art on each one, kind of like Guilty Gear. So I actually like DNF Duel's UI, believe it or not, too. P4AU did a good job. Yeah, I think P4AU does a good job. VFI's UI? That's fair. That's fair too. But I think for me, I would have to give it the Smash. If only because it's very fast, it's very snappy, stuff instantly loads. I know exactly where to go for what I want. And yeah. Again, this is not including training mode. This is not including training mode, but so I would say Smash probably for me. I just don't know GBF's UI off the top of my head because I just didn't play it that much. So anyways, chat, it's time for the movie that is Chain of Memories. My friend fucking lied to me, telling me I was good enough to play COM. I'm actually a fat fucking chud, and I'm not good enough to play COM. So we're going to watch the movie. 10 years since Ultimate. It has been a long time. Under Night? I don't play Under Night, unfortunately. That's the only reason I wouldn't say Under Night, because I just don't have any experience with it, and I don't know it off the top of my head. The Under Night character select theme, though, that shit is gas. You're a fat fucking chud. Shit, dude. Shit, dude. Let me put you guys in here while I bring up the movie. I don't know which freaking Chain of Memories movie. I'm definitely good in alternate recall. Nah, I'm ass, bro. I'm straight booty cheeks. It's over. Okay, chat, which one do you guys want to watch? Because there are varying lengths of there are varying videos of very different lengths. So we have a 3-hour one, a 2-hour one, a 5-hour one, and a 4-hour one, and another 5-hour one. I don't know which one to watch. GB over PS2? Yeah. The unique art for all of the main menu categories? Yeah. That sounds beautiful, honestly. They should have done that for 𝐂𝐄𝐎. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't. The full playthrough? I don't know which one is the full playthrough. This one has all cutscenes. This has the... Okay, this is the movie, but this isn't in HD. It's 2 hours and 50 minutes, though. I don't know why this one has 5 fucking hours, man. And this is by Kingdom Hearts Movie Theater, though. Full game movie, 1080p HD. This one has 1.4 million views, though. Why is it? Yeah, I don't know why they're all varying lengths. Usually they're about the same. You always pick the longer one. You guys ready to walk in for 5 hours? Let me go ahead and run ads really fast, chat. Recom got new Oh, I see. I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let me go ahead and be right back. And when we come back, we'll start the movie.
Keeps me going. Take back what I lost to the bosses of greed and fear, yeah. Don't ask why I'm ready, but I'm ready to take them down now. The time for a new start is constantly drawing nearer. River in a dry land, the last days in a lost hand. When the hope of new beginnings burned our feet. Now we need it, a heartbeat for tin land. Oasis in Saints land. back to your own game show. So many melodies deep inside you. Listen, your own rhythm is the one to go for. Come on now, dance your own crazy style on and on as you like. Every time up in line, no limits, only new options. Try to be yourself, time to listen to your heart. Once again, ready to start. Can't you see what is inside? All almost drain the night. Like you're right, it's your turn to get it right. Get up now, ready to fight. Bring it on your counter strike, 'cause the only chance you will get. I'll never forget to show your true colors. I'll never forget to question destiny. You can be more than a puppet. You'll never be just a doll. Can't you feel the rhythm? So vivid. Yes, you are right. This is your fight. Counter strike, time to be your own hero. Counter strike, come on, you've seen it all. Nothing more to say. Today's a new day, so won't you at least try? No. Counter strike, waiting won't fix it for you though. Be honest, haven't you learned it the hard way? No. Welcome back to your magic show. So many beautiful dreams inside you. Listen, you are the one who needs to care for them. Dream on now with your head in the clouds, left and right, up and down. Honestly, just break free. Maybe there really are wonders. No more irony. Time to listen to my heart. Oh, I am ready to start. I have seen what is inside. No more string through the night. Decide what's right. Finally, I get it right. I am here ready to fight. Bring it on, my counter strike will burn down every foe ahead. I'll never forget to show my true colors. I'll never forget to question.
Sorry, I am back. We'll watch the Chain of Memories. We'll just watch all cutscenes. I don't know. Do you guys want to watch 5 hours? Starting Warren said, I'm so sorry. Left London yesterday to parties? Oh hell yeah. Hope you're enjoying the food. I heard Paris has really, really awesome food. So Sora edition. Did we just watch the 5-hour version? The 5-hour one probably has context. Fuck it, bro. Fast forward the fights if we need to. Yeah, this is gonna have to be separate streams anyways. This is a long ass movie. Let's see. It's got Sora and Riku stuff. Oh, is there a bunch of both? Yeah, definitely not. I'm gonna split this up anyways. Definitely just head to bed, Jesse. Do not worry. It'll be okay. You're right. Fuck. Okay, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and come over to Twitch. Cause this is gonna get me smoked.